What outcome resulted from Denim for the Deaf?
At Denim for the Deaf, the ASL club went to the baseball game at McCracken and we signed the national anthem. It was a great outreach program in order for people to know who we are.
So at the baseball game, it was the ASL club and the baseball team, they collaborated, and now they know that we are at McCracken and that some people are now interested in learning.
How do you feel the ASL club at McCracken has positively impacted our school?
The ASL club has been wonderful for McCracken County High School. So we decided to start a club because there was such a great interest for sign language, and we decided that this club would be a great push for ASL and a great awareness opportunity so people could learn about deaf culture. And it's been wonderful. We've had great turnouts. We've had several people come up and go, "Oh, I didn't know this was a thing. That's so interesting that you do that." And so many more people have joined and become more aware of the Deaf Society.
It's been a great impact for the whole school. The club is more than just the kids in it. It's all the kids combined, just wanting to have a common interest in learning sign language and feeling like they have a place to belong.
I'll be a freshman next year at McCracken, and because of this awareness and so many diverse groups, I'm going to be joining the club as well because of how much I've heard and how many great things I've heard them accomplishing to spread this great cause.
As this ASL club took off, as I'm hearing it from Ava, from other people, it really just brought the awareness to me.
Do you feel the bracelet sale had a large impact on our community? How so?
So the bracelet sale was something that I did back in October, and they represent deaf awareness, and it was being shared all over Facebook and Instagram. And what I did was I took the money that I raised from it and I sent it over to Kentucky School for the Deaf in Danville, and I think it made an impact.
The bracelet sale allowed Claire and I to interact with people that didn't really know what sign language was or how much of a prevalent issue it was in our community. So while selling the bracelets, we were able to give them a little bit of a preface on what we were selling them for. Furthermore, spreading awareness and bringing light upon the situation itself.
How would you describe the process of beginning to learn sign language?
It's very hard. Sign language is not like a verbal language or a written language where there's all these rules. There's different signs for different things, and even the smallest hand gesture could mean something totally different. I think the best place to start is finger spelling, learning your alphabet, your ABCs, because when you meet somebody who knows sign language and you don't know what they're saying, you can still ask, "Oh, what are you signing?" I can finger spell, and if you can read finger spelling, and if you can say finger spelling, you can still communicate with people on that kind of level, which is the best place for anyone to start.
Learning sign language can be a little bit intimidating. So for me, I took a class at WKCTC with Ava Kelly and a couple other wonderful women, and just having that support group and them motivating you the entire time was really awesome.
It was a very difficult process at first, but over time it becomes easier with lots of practice.
Do you see a need for deaf culture in our community?
100%. But there's so many people in our community who are like this, who signing is their way of communication, and people have become blind to it. And I think that's something that definitely needs to change, and I think ASL clubs and classes and several things like the bracelet and Denim for the Deaf can help bring this awareness so that we aren't as oblivious to what's going on in our community.
Completely. We definitely need to become more aware in our community. For example, I'm hearing impaired, so I'm hard of hearing. And so I think this, having deaf awareness would bring everybody out and letting them feel like they have a place to belong here too. Even though we're a small town, there's so many people here. And so I think deaf awareness is a great way to get everybody to come together and just to be a community.
I do see a need for deaf culture within our community because before the ASL club got together, I had no idea that there were 300 families that were affected by deafness or hard of hearing within Paducah.
In the process of this, I was allowed to talk to people at Murray State. I was allowed to talk to people that worked at the Merriman House and several other businesses around Paducah. And in this process, I was able to tell them a little bit about what I stood for. I was able to be a voice for people that didn't always necessarily have the chance to speak up.
Discover deaf culture.
Discover deaf culture.